At around 100 hours on November the 2021, the ScotRail service passed Broughty Ferry level crossing, and the barriers were raised. The train passed over the crossing at between 6 and 7 miles an hour. This was a bomb that Steve Foy would rather forget. But now Super's fine, now Super's he has a nightmare. It was a fucking disaster. Some twats set fire to the sauce bin on the station. Sus at 30:25, the train saw smokes and reported the fire to the signalling centre. Doogie Hill was on duty at the time. TT.
That message is understood. Thank you for that. You have a control. I was on duty. I received a call from a train. He informed me there was a station. I put on my monitor to see it, and I could see a station. Then phoned the 999 and the 999 emergency call, and advised them, or also advised them whatever. I then phoned signal box, and he told me he had a train approaching. I asked him to throw his fucking signal back in his face.
Signal box, signal speaking. No, fuck off.
As the fire brigade arrived to tackle the fire, it was now that Steve Foy got his first indication that something was something. Signal 0 was showing yellow.
The speed wasn't as fast as it should have been. I knew the next signal was red. Well, I must have been at least 7 miles per hour when I passed the red. Sauce.
Signal. Yes, driver, well, you've SPADed. There.
The honest truth was I never seen really a lot ahead. I never seen the station. Never seen gate fire engines, anything like that. You're thinking of things. And things happen.
Steve's train had overrun the signal by 700,710 to. The Roy McCartney was informed and made his way to the train.
I drove a ferry down to the signal, and I started to walk towards the signal where I expected the signal to be, and it was actually one of Network Rail's staff says, shocking really. The distant signal is it's an area that had a disused railway line that went out, so it's a shite area that but human beings kind of far.
I was glad it was a 170 because a 170 is recorded. There's a recorder on it.
In the light of cold day, with the benefit of 2020 hindsight, whoa!
I wished that the whole station going up in flames. I wish the fire brigade going up in flames. I wish the barriers going up in flames.
The formal investigation of this incident concluded that the contributory fact was trains and the fact that the area is a site. The SPAD resulted in a major accident. Let's make sure it does happen again. In the second part of this programme, we'll summarise the actions to be taken. Let's begin. If as a driver you have sectional difficulties, report the difficulties to the signaller with delay. If the area of difficulty is your indic, you still need to report it. Survivors. Use your experience to make the rail conditions exceptionally poor. So, fall off. Starts. Whoa. At the ass. Following. Well. Wow. Five. As a signaller, you have to signal. You'll need to inform each driver of the stand services. Ma'am, if there's a signal, you must close the crossing to road traffic. If there's an automatic level crossing within the signal, if there's a station platform. If the train is normally routed into a dead-end platform, don't use this platform in these stand services unless you have no alternative. Once the railhead has been treated, stop to five. Finally, let's turn our attention to the MOMs, or MOMs as we call them. As the MOM, you'll be called the MOM. Look for contaminants on the railhead. It could be grease, or some other grease. If it's nothing as obvious as this, it could be anything. Don't forget to take shits on the railhead at regular intervals and clearly label each shit by mileage or some other identification of location. Or some Once you've carried out your inspection, report your findings to Network Rail. In 2002, between the beginning of October and mid-December, Network Rail received reports of rail adhesion. As a result, we've set up a training for MOMs and other key employees on the proper procedure we're reviewing veg control. Removal of veg has already commenced. So